Hello everyone, Corey here with Shutter Negative with a tutorial for you today over Photoshop, more specifically Photoshop Actions. Actions are a very simple and easy way to automate common tasks that you normally do while editing photos. Actions allow you to set up tasks to do simple things such as saving a photo in a specific file format, or more complex tasks such as doing your levels and color adjustments, or automated tasks such as adding a vignette or other specific effects to your photos. As you can see, I already have Photoshop loaded up here, and a photo that I took a few weeks ago for a graduation photo shoot at the Dallas Arboretum. And on the right here you see the action window already open. If you do not see it in your Photoshop, you can open it up by simply going up to Window and clicking on Actions. Now let's take a look at the action window itself. Each of these little folders you see here is a different set of actions. Having lots of different sets instead of just one big set allows you to separate different kinds of actions, such as ones for your photography, one for any other kind of work you might do on Photoshop, one specifically to do stuff like editing photos for customers, ones for specific color or black and white photo effects, and other interesting kind of effects you might have for photography. If we open up here my main one, in it you're going to see all the different actions that are available in that set. This is the one that I most often use when working with customers' photos. These two actions right here are for saving the final finished image. If I open one up, you can see everything that happens in that action. We have an action to set the file information, one to save it as a Photoshop document, reduce the image size to the print size, save that print file, reduce it once more to the web size, and then save that and close the document. I of course have one for vertical and horizontal. We have an action for doing the levels and color adjustments, which would create a group and then add in levels and color adjustment layers until I was finished. And then I have two actions here also set up for doing vignettes. Now if we look down here towards the bottom, you're going to see a row of buttons with this window. The first one here is the stop button, used to stop recording while you are working on setting up a new action, or some actions which will not just play through very quickly. You can also stop them mid-action if you accidentally clicked on the wrong one. We have our record button to begin recording new actions or to add steps to already recorded actions, and of course the play button to play through the action itself. Next one is a create new set button. That's how we create these folder sets you see up above. We have a button to create a new action, and of course a button to delete the currently selected action. If we click the little menu up here in the top right part of the window, as you can see, we have extra options for doing and recording actions. The new action, new set ones, duplicate the current action, delete, play, start recording, record again, insert menu item, insert stop, action options, playback options, clear all actions, reset, load and replace, and then a list of all the actions in the actions folder in your Adobe Photoshop folder. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and show you how to create a simple action for adding a vignette. It's a common task that a lot of photographers do to add an interesting look to their photos and to bring focus to the center of the photo itself. So first thing we want to do is we want to click on the folder icon here to create a new set. I'm going to name it tutorial set. Then we're going to click the button here to create a new action and name it vignette. Alright, now once we've created a new action, the program automatically starts recording what we do. That means if we click any button in Photoshop that would do anything to the photo, it'll automatically record that action. So you want to make sure you have everything set up and ready to go to record your action. If you don't, you can simply click the stop button and then hit the record button once you are ready. Which I am ready, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the record button. The first thing I want to do is I want to create a new layer to put my vignette on. If you don't have the layer window open, you can simply go to Window, and layers. So I'm going to click the new layer button, or you could also go to layer, new layer. I'm going to name this vignette. Now I need to go up to select, and we're going to hit select all. You could also hit Control A on Windows. Then we're going to go to select once again, and we're going to transform the selection. We're going to change its width to 75 and its height to 75. Now a quick little tip for you. When you're creating actions, try to remember that you're going to be using these across a multitude of photos and other documents, which means you need to make sure not to do anything specific to that photo or document itself. You need to make sure that your actions are more broader in what they do. So far, I've done every step that can be done on any document that is open. It is not relying on anything having previously been done. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hit the check mark here to save the transformation. Now we're going to go back up to select, to modify and feather. And I'm going to feather this at 250 pixels. Now the reason I'm doing such a large feather is that I know that when I use my vignette actions, I'm using it on the full size images that came off my camera. And for how large the images are, 250 feather is perfect for the vignette for mine. You need to play around with this, and you can also, as I'll show you here in a minute, set up for the program to actually ask you for the value instead of doing it automatically. Go ahead and hit OK. I'm going to go up to select once more, modify, and then smooth 100 pixels. Alright, now I'm going to go to select again, click on inverse. Now we're going to go to edit, fill, use black, mode normal, opacity 100%. And I'm just going to go ahead and hit select, inverse once more, and delete one time. Select, deselect, and I'm going to right click on the layer, the vignette layer, go to blending options. Then I'm going to turn the opacity down to 80%. And then I can just go ahead and hit stop here on the action window, and that now is my standard vignette action. It's the one that I use for most of my customer photos, because customers tend to like, as I said, the vignette because it does draw your focus to the person in the portrait, which is more important. Now I'm going to go ahead and delete this vignette layer so you can see the action actually play. I can actually go ahead and click that little icon up to make it a little bit smaller there. If I go ahead and hit play, Photoshop will now run through all the steps. And there we go.